I don't want that. You can have the rest of that.
Alright. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Welcome to the Voice of
Let me
the
fix
Era
my face.
podcast. You know, we gonna talk our shit regardless.
Listen.
Booba, no gram right now.
You not on the
Introduce
gram
us.
right now?
Nah.
I didn't even
I
take a
had to
break.
yeah, I gotta take a break from that.
Felt nah, you. Don't blame you.
But I'm with my two guests. They about to introduce themselves.
I got a little long intro for y'all, but y'all know who I am. Guinea Child, aka Shabbos Thoughts. Check out the podcast, Shabbos Thoughts. Also check us out on Shabbos Eats. You know we love to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm Fanta. Follow me in Rose Kitchen.
Yes, yes,
Film
yes.
and get with the kitchen.
Yes.
She gonna cook and we gonna eat.
So,
Yup.
as y'all know, there's been a lot of crazy things going on lately.
man.
First, we're going to start on the guy, Ye. He's been ranting a lot. He's been talking about how the media is controlled and everything. So, I just want y'all opinions. Like, how y'all feel about Kanye's stance, about what he said about the Jews and, the owners and people owning things like that. How y'all feel? Like, what's y'all thoughts on that?
I feel like you have to tread really lightly, like especially me, because I want to go into politics. So I'm gonna.
We
I
ain't
want to
doing
say
no politics.
something that I
We ain't
really mean right now, and someone use it against me. But like, I feel like historically we understand, like the Jews working in the banks were like really bad. But if we look at like present day today, like them working in the banks is a good thing because now the world is about like credit and what's your credit score, like what can you buy off of credit, your name, it means a lot, and they're able to like control. Well, maybe not the word control, but like their hands is already so invested in it because those were the only jobs that they were able to have. So it's like they kind of have a head start. And I feel like in the world that we live in like America, like this capitalist society that we're in, credit runs us. It's like you need a good credit score to get an apartment. You need a good credit score for a car, and like jobs and everything plays into that. Like you want like good credit because like it's your name.
Yeah.
And they sort of got like the stepping stone, like they're able to get approved for more loans because since it's within their communities, like, oh, I want to help this member of my community like level up and whatnot.
And the money
Whereas
stays in the
us is
community.
like
Yeah.
our money don't stay in the community because we're not getting the money from the community. We're going and getting it from them, and they see us as like outsiders and others. And it's just like we had to like work in these jobs for so long and everything. Like we had to focus on helping us because wherever we went in society, we was ostracized. But now it's like they finally have like the upper hand and things. That's like what it is now. I hope that wasn't. But yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Rose, how you feel? How you feel?
I just feel like, I mean, Kanye, I don't think he's crazy. I say that. I'll just say that. I don't think he's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't.
But, I mean, like,
He has never really been my favorite person. Like,
really?
yeah, like I've never been like a fan of like Kanye, not like fashion taste. Like everything he did to me was always distasteful. Like even looking back on like what he did to Taylor Swift that night, like everything about him has always been like distasteful. And like we always try to give him an excuse, like, oh, mental illness this, mental illness that. He lost his mom. It's like, okay, it's like at what point do we start holding each other accountable as a community to go and get the help that we actually like deserve? It's like he's been crazy for how many years? We're not gonna keep letting it slide. Like at one point you need to like check yourself because it's just like, what's the point? Like everybody like he's not crazy. He's not. He is crazy.
Yeah.
Like the thing, like what he's saying has truth to it, but he is crazy because he doesn't go and seek the help that like he needs. There's truth to what he says.
It's his delivery.
It's not even the delivery. He is what he's saying. He don't know how to like. He don't know what he wants to say. Like he's touching on what he wants to say, but he doesn't know exactly what he wants to say.
Himself.
Yeah, like
He's bad at expressing himself. That's all.
Okay. But I feel like for me, like when he was saying like, yo, like the media is controlled. When he said that,
that's true.
I believe it in the sense like I don't know if y'all seen some series called Succession on HBO, but it's about how there's some powerful dynasty who owns a media company, right? So he has he has 4 kids, and like the father, he's like the head honcho of the news. Basically, like he controls the news however he wants it. Like, you feel me? Like, if he wants to make the president look good, he can make the president look good. If he want to make the president look bad, he can make the president look bad. Like, people call him for favors, you know?
I mean,
like,
that's
you have to
true.
watch it, and I believe
No,
it.
but
Like,
it's not even
No, I
that.
believe
Like,
it
if you
like
want to
that.
go into journalism, you always know it's like the hottest story. You know, stories get cut. Like, you know, certain stories they don't want to post up. Like, for example, like people have PR teams. They want to bury stuff under like the
Yeah,
books. They
yep,
don't want you to know.
yep.
You really think they
Yeah.
don't have the money and power to make sure it's
cover
not
up
being
shit.
covered? Like, we
Yeah.
control them. Like, you go and watch the news sometimes. You're hearing about like, oh, a mom left her kids home with the dad to go out for like a girls' weekend. Like, that is not news. Or they be like, oh, this kid got like an A+ on the test. Like, that's not what I care about. Like, even like the world news is filtered. Like, we honestly don't know what's really going on
No.
in Ukraine.
Yeah, we
like, we
don't.
just hear like, oh, the U.S. is
Whatever they
sending
want
$10
us to
million.
know.
people,
It's
yup.
They exaggerate. Like, okay, they're sending $10 million, but it's not coming out of like the people's budget. That's not coming from like
Yup.
what we pay. Like, it's just, like they know how to manipulate us and
Get our
get us
attention
riled
and
up
shit.
and get our attention. Because the common U.S. citizen does not watch the news. They don't know what's going
No,
on.
At
yeah.
this point, Instagram is our news.
And the thing about Instagram
Yo,
is they don't check
that's-
their
Like, you
sources.
get on your phone, you find out
If Shade Room
everything.
post it, it's the truth. If Shade Room don't post it, nobody believe. But half the time, it's just like you can't
But
only use it
sometimes,
as a
like-
credible source. You need to go find your own
Like, you need
credible
to use
sources.
your internet.
Yeah,
Like, people don't know how to
do
use
your
outside
research.
of Instagram
Yeah.
and TikTok. Like,
Yo, yeah, like that's,
Go like Google is at the tip. Like you can just be like, yo,
Like,
hey
actually, I Google
Siri,
everything. Like,
what's on the
why-
news
Yeah.
today?
I
Hey
Google
Alexa.
everything.
you Google
People,
everything.
no, people don't be thinking to do that. Like, oh, why is like, for example, saliva good for a cut? Like instead of
they'll
like
probably go
going
to
and Google
TikTok
it.
first. That's
Yeah.
the funny part.
Like,
Yo,
look it
Because
up.
I've seen
Speaking of
everybody saying how much
TikTok.
it's so
Woo.
informational
TikTok.
now. Like TikTok.
Nah,
Like,
yeah,
oh my God, it
it's
has this.
crazy.
I mean, it is. But
It'll
it's like
have
to a
you
certain
going down a
extent.
conspiracy rabbit hole. Like you just be like, yo, y'all know how to talk. Like some people just be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is really interesting. Like you, it just make you think like, yo, this could be true. But there's people who actually be like, yo, this is true.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy how easily people could get manipulated by the media and
Right.
just anything that's going on social media. Like you said, Instagram, for example, somebody could just post something.
They believe
They
it.
Everybody
believe
gonna
it.
run with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you feel me? And then it's not even true, but people just gonna run with it. Like, you get what I'm saying? And it's wild to me that people will go to social media first just to see something
No,
before even doing their research.
Twitter, I'm sorry, like Twitter, like they be having actual articles and like and Facebook too, they're starting to show you whether or
Yeah.
not a source is
It's real,
valid.
yeah,
and they
yeah.
won't let you share it unless you've actually read the article. Like Facebook be like, you sure you want to share this? You didn't read the article yet. Because they're starting to realize a lot of people are pumping out like
misinformed.
fake news out there. So like I understand why people go to social media because like it's a social platform. You're supposed to be able to get the news and like everyday stuff that's going on. But the thing is, as a person, you need to just go and fact check. Like that can't be just your only source. Like read a newspaper also, or go and Google search it, watch the news. Like find other things that also makes it credible because just reading is just like.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just one person saying this. If
Right.
you know multiple people have more credibility.
Okay. This will lead to my next question. Do you think the NBA was right with how they was treating Kyrie
Hell no.
because of what he posted on his Instagram?
I don't
So
think-
for people that don't know, Kyrie
give them advice.
posted a short film on his Instagram called Hebrew to Negroes. Basically, he was just putting it up, obviously, because he read something there that had to do with his heritage or his culture.
Something you can relate to.
Yeah, something he could relate to. But he received backlash because in that film, there was a promotion of hate towards a race or a religion.
No, they said
right?
the Holocaust didn't exist or something like
Yeah,
that. Right?
it was
some really like far fetched.
It was crazy, but he received backlash because of that. Long story short, people were coming at him, and he donated $5,000 to the anti-Semitic group. And then he was told to go on the media, and just to express and apologize about like what was going on because people didn't get a clear direction of why he posted that up.
Right.
Obviously, he went on the media. He was saying like, "Yo, like I know who I am. I know where I come from." He started talking about the history, about what's in the textbooks and how they trying to erase our history and things like that. And they suspended him for 5 games, right? Mm-hmm. They suspended him for 5 games. The anti-Semitic group said, "Nah, we're not taking your $5,000." They're not taking his $5,000. Now, before he could come back and play, the Nets organization, what they did was they put down speculations, right? Saying that he has to go meet with Jews, get educated, has to send $5,000 to the anti-Semitic group that denied the money.
Right, to begin with.
Yeah, to begin with. And he has to apologize and, just still do some work and understand why what he posted wasn't right. That happened after, I would say, couple days, probably not even a couple days, like 2 days after, he apologized on Instagram, said he was sorry, he wasn't trying to promote any type of hate, like he was just, promoting like where he come from and, just something about his culture. Right. Did that, he met with the NBA commissioner, he met with the owner of the team. Cool. They said that they seen like, he don't got no hate towards, a certain race. And now, like, I don't know if y'all know, there's an NBA PA, so it's basically like the Players Association. Mm-hmm. So the players, like, there's players from the league that meet with the owners and the commissioner, and like they talk about like just rules and regulations that goes with them and goes with the team and how they should get paid and all that stuff. There was a guy named Jaylen Brown who's on the Boston Celtics who said he didn't agree with how they were dehumanizing him. And I agree with that. Like, why y'all throwing those speculations out at him, and trying to like put him on a pedestal to make him look like a fool when he apologized. He wanted to donate $500,000, and y'all said no. And it just seems like an apology is not enough.
Right.
And
seems like bullying at
this
point.
Stuff
you feel
like
me?
This is why we have like diaspora wars, because now everybody's like, no, my like ostracization in society is like the most hardest thing. Like what we experience is so brutal. Like, no, you don't get it. You have to apologize. All this bad stuff is happening to us, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, honestly, like we're all getting shitted on right now, and it's just like you wanna like make an example out of him. Like, I feel like he was wrong for not watching the complete movie in entirety and seeing exactly what it was. And this is why I always say fact check and make sure everything you watching and posting is stuff that you like agree on. You don't want people to come back and like, oh, second guessing you, this and that. Like, make sure what you post is clear and like, be about it. But like for them to sit there and be like, oh, you gotta do all 5 of these things, like, who the fuck are you? Like, why the fuck I gotta sit down with these people? These people don't sit down with me and be like, oh, I apologize if a member of my community offended your community. I don't expect that like from us. So why I gotta sit down with y'all? Like, who the fuck are y'all? Like, why the fuck are y'all so offended? Like, okay, like, I seen this, I apologize. Like, what more do you want from me? Like, who are you guys? The respectability police? Like, oh no, if you do this and this and this and this, we have to ostracize you outside of society. Like, and it's just like, I offered the money, like $500,000. Any organization would be grateful to have that, because at the end of the day, it's bigger than you and how you feel. It's about the people it's going to impact and how it's going to help them. And people always be like, oh, we want to grow and understand our community, but every time someone makes a mistake, no one ever gives them the room to grow or learn from it, or like, people take them in. Everybody want to be like, shame on you, you should have known better, you should know better. How am I going to know better if you're not teaching me? Like, people always assume, and I remember someone told me never assume because you make an ass out of you and me, and that's exactly what people are doing. Like, y'all making asses out of yourself. Like, who the fuck are y'all? Why the fuck he gotta kiss y'all feet? Like, he said sorry. Like, well, he can't take it back. Like, what more after the sorry? Like, me giving you the money, me sitting through these classes. Like, yo, you know what I really used to hate in college when they used to make us sit in those diversity trainings. And, bitch, I'm African American. I'm black. Like, I'm Muslim. Like, I'm a woman. Like, I don't need the diversity training. It's not for me. I know how to treat people. It be y'all be like so sensitive and offended and be forgetting like these are people's opinions. Like, in order for you to like teach and get rid of ignorance, you can't just
gotta have open dialogue.
You gotta be open-minded.
Like, think about it, like, people base their opinions on based off of what they're taught. If you're not exposing them to other things, how are they going to formulate and open their minds and think of like other stuff? It's just like, y'all not even giving him the room. Like, like no one in the NBA backed him up. And that I really think is fucked up because Kyrie has given years. Like, I was in elementary school when this nigga became famous. Like, I'm in my 20s now. This nigga been famous my whole fucking life. Like, he's the reason why so many teams have championships, shoes, everything. Like, yo, come on, Kyrie's. Like, I was a girl. I didn't even play basketball. I had Kyrie. Like, come on, like, be for real. Like, I've made y'all mad money. Like, I've helped you. Y'all can't support me, like, here when I made a mistake. It's just like, damn, I'm one of y'all own, but y'all spitting me out to the wolves in the streets. Like, I've realized
every man for themselves.
No, adulting is really making you realize like these organizations, these jobs, they do not give a fuck about you. It's the money. Like they really just playing into their hands because they want to get paid. Like honestly, right now, us talking about Kyrie is monetization for them because now people is clicking and talking. And like we making them money. Like they know what they doing. Like that's why they're not backing him up, and that's the fucked up part. Like we're supposed to be family.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I feel like this whole month been about Kyrie. You feel me? And
no one is coming for Jeff Bezos. It's on his platform. It's on Jeff Bezos is the one making the money off of this. Kyrie now getting the dime out of that video.
All he did was share it.
Yo,
it's not his fucking shit.
No one coming for Bezos.
His name was not on there.
When Jay Williams, he's an ESPN analyst. He said it best. He was like, because, you know, there was certain people like Stephen A., Shannon Sharp, and, you know, they was like, yo, like, he should have just apologized, yada, yada, you know?
Apologize.
And Jay Williams was like, yo, like, he spoke with some people in the black community. He was just like, yo, like, he understands, you know? He was like, yo, y'all coming at Kyrie, y'all got to hold Jeff Bezos, Amazon accountable because it's on their platform. Like, they're selling billions of copies.
More mad at Kyrie than the actual people who made the movie.
Sense.
And that's why this shit is really killing me.
And that's why it showed me that it's bullying too. It's just shining the light on the fact that it's just not fair. They're not playing fair at all.
And
because let it have been a white NBA ball player, that shit would have been swept under the rug. Media would have been
like, it would have been like,
but also we gotta remember who Kyrie is and his name and his brand.
He the same one who they want to like turn. They kind of tired of him, low key.
He been causing a lot of misconstrues for the organization.
So they kind of over him.
The thing is though, is like, alright, for me personally, like I love Kyrie. You know, like he's a hooper. Like, if you see the things that he does, like, outside of the NBA, helping different communities, like, it's amazing.
And the fact is they're trying to discredit all of that over this one mistake. So, and this is, like, even with life, people always try to discredit you over that one thing that you do, even though you've done so many good things. They take
one time to say no.
It's like
that's just how life is.
He's been in the league since, what, 01, 02? It's 2022. He's been here for 20 years. Like, that's as long as I've been alive. This man has been making y'all money consistently.
Like,
always
crazy.
there helping and giving back. But, like, the one time is just like, damn.
Yeah.
I know I offended a whole community, but, like, I apologize. Like, this could have been a teaching moment, a learning moment, a growing moment. We could have bonded these communities. And now instead we're causing riffraff and now, one side is saying no. Like, this is what I mean. Diaspora wars, like, we're not going to grow as a community because we keep fighting each other. And honestly, it's because they don't want us to grow. Because if we come together, what are we going to be fighting for now? How are we going to make each other better if, like, we all kumbaya?
And it's crazy because he's willing to, like, learn. Like, if you know Kyrie's, like, journey, like, yes, he won chips with the Cavs, right? He found out that he was Native American from his mom's side, right? So he's learning about his mom's tribe and his tribe and where he comes from, you know? He found out that he's the chief of his tribe. You understand? So he's learning about his people. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, like, I don't know what the film got. Probably he seen something in there that resonated with him from his people. I don't know. But, you feel me? Like, what I would say is, like, it was the wrong time for him to post that because obviously after the Kanye thing.
Real quick, I wonder why he didn't just post that one part that he agreed with. Why share the whole movie?
Nah, it's like, he just, I think he shared the title, but I don't know.
Just watch that one part?
It was more so like the how you call it? Like the little picture thing.
Yeah, like the the prerequisite like
picture.
title. Yeah, the picture. Like it was just right there.
Oh, he didn't make no comments.
Nah,
no,
he just shared it.
Like, what did he do that they want? Like, if he just
feel
shared it,
me?
not like they dragging it with the whole
Nah, all
five.
he did was share it.
He-
He didn't
all he
even
did was
really
share it.
speak on it too much. He
Yeah.
didn't really give it like a big opinion. He just shared it more so.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like I feel like
He's
if a
better than
person's
me.
trying to find out who they are, where they come from, like let them find out
That's
where they
the
come
problem. That's
from.
how
You
we go
know?
to show you that it's a bunch of bullshit. It's
Yo.
because they mad that he know himself at this point. I
Yeah,
feel
you
like.
know, and he's educating himself. You know.
And they don't like that because he's educating
And-
everybody else. 'Cause
yeah.
Once he get everybody on his side, we all gonna be on him like, oh no. And it's gonna be really divide and conquer. We gonna be like, oh no. Fuck you. Like, it's gonna get crazy.
Yeah, and it's wild.
I mean, it goes back to him being a puppet for the media and then the media being controlled. Like, the NBA just wants to control the narrative because at the end of the day, you got to remember, like, it's where the money at. Like, if Kyrie is doing something that's going to damage their brand or lose something, like, for example, Nike pulling their sponsorship with him, or, like, it's all because
and you remember
of
what
image.
I sent you earlier about
Yeah.
how Jalen Brown said since when was Nike ethical?
Yeah,
It's crazy.
like, you know, the thing is, it's like, no
crazy.
one really cares. Now, all of a sudden, everybody's making, like, a big deal.
All
Like,
these
for example, remember
yeah.
when H&M put, like, the black kid
Right,
in
nobody
the
went
monkey
crazy
shirt.
on that.
Everybody went crazy because it was, like, the monkey shirt thingy, and then a few
No, but
months
H&M
later,
was
like,
not canceled.
yeah,
You
died
know,
down. It's just
like-
like...
Nobody trying to cancel them. They
Yeah.
pay that boy's family, or do you have to pay any other black kids?
It's like,
for doing that.
Why? Like, it don't make no sense. It's just like...
It's like picking and choosing.
This is what I'm saying. It's,
It's like
bullying.
it's like you do something, you guilty until proven innocent. Like it's no longer innocent until proven guilty. It's
everything
like
really
you're
is
guilty
a
like
personal
until proven
brand.
innocent.
Like, they wanna, like, okay, you a puppet. Like, I'm sorry, if you working for NBA, you sign a contract.
And it's
You
crazy,
are a puppet. You
Yeah,
gonna
I'ma
say
listen
what
to
we
this.
do, how
Yeah.
we do, and what we say. Like, and the first time he really started like speaking back and doing his free will was with the
With the
what's
movie.
it called? With the vaccination. But even before that, like college kids who are trying to like go into the NBA, they're not allowed to accept money or like anything from it. But like they're actually struggling, and it's just like y'all doing this all to like control and everything and monopolize on the situation. Like, no, you come here, or if you do this, we're gonna rip your whole future out of you. Like, they want you to know you are our puppet. We own you. Like, once
And
you
it's
get into this
crazy how you
organization,
say
the
that.
like
image,
love,
what
like-
you post, how
Yeah.
you come out, like, you can't follow these people, you can't do this, you can't be like, they control, like, it's a whole different world ball game that you're signing up and entering, because now you're like in the elite class. You can't do anything to offend anybody. You gotta tiptoe. You can't really be authentically you. Know, that's bullshit. That's not the, you gonna be who we say you are for the next however many years this contract says. And if you do anything, we won't have your back, because
Yeah.
And I go to
we told
explain
you.
LeBron because he had to
Yo,
do that, or he would
that's
have
what I
been
was
the
about
next
to get
Kyrie.
into.
He would have
Yo,
lost
everything. Like, look at
He would have been a dub.
yo,
So-
how y'all feel about how Braun responded
I
to
think
that?
it was very out of line,
Yeah.
but I also understand because of who he is and his career, and it's like he got to eat. He can't mess up his career because
Yeah.
of Kyrie. Like,
Yeah.
No, he could have
Sad
been
to
like
say.
everybody
Yeah.
else and just kept his mouth shut.
Yes,
Everybody in the
he coulda
NBA
shut
kept their
up.
mouth. You just could have kept
But
your
he
mouth
OD
shut.
like, no, not me. I didn't want to. I didn't want no parts. Like he just made it clear. Like
nobody was worried about you. Like, you brought this conversation. Like, Raina, we
he
wouldn't
made it
even have
very
been
clear that he
talking
wanted no
about him.
parts of that. Like that's how I feel. Like
And I feel like now, like everybody's saying, like, yo, when they seen this, the 5 rule speculation that they placed on Kyrie, he's like, yo, he should be able to play. Like, he apologized. Braun posted that up. Every analyst is like, yo, he should be able to play. Like, they don't agree with that, but it's just like, yo, like, you feel me?
5 games is OD.
It's
though.
crazy. Like 5 games and then 5 speculations on top of that is wild.
Wait, what's the difference between speculation?
All right, so basically, he's suspended for 5 games. If they kept it at 5 games only, he would have not played 5 games and he would have be able to come back. But basically, what they saying is you're suspended for 5 games, and in order for you to play again and to
you
come
have
back,
to
you
do
got to
all
do
of
those
these.
5 speculations. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, damn, like, come on.
I might as well never come back.
I
You
see
feel me?
why
Like,
he's talking
it's
about some
wild.
early
Retire.
retirement.
I don't blame him.
It's wild, but you feel
I
me? He
would
got to
retire
feed his
too.
family. Like,
No, but
you know what
I'm
I'm
sorry.
saying?
How much more
Retire.
does he have to feed his family? I hate when y'all say that. Like, he's
Nah,
a millionaire.
not feed his
How
family,
much more
but-
does he have to feed his
I
family?
mean,
But I'm
he got to
saying-
keep the money coming.
But
no,
look-
but you could keep the money.
But he
you don't
loves
need that much
basketball though.
by
That's
now.
his passion though.
Okay,
That's
so
his
go
love.
coach.
Like, you feel
Go
me?
coach.
Coach.
Like, you're not gonna be in the NBA forever. Go coach. Go coach. You could start a whole coaching school. You telling me people not gonna want to sign their kids up for the Kyrie Basketball Academy?
That's a fact.
Nah, you right.
They gonna put, and he gonna supply all that. We come with the shoes, the bags, the coats, the tuition. You don't think the parents is gonna pay for that? You don't think he's gonna get new brand sponsorships and open up stuff like come on now. He don't need to. He could still make money.
He don't gotta deal with that nonsense.
Like how much? No, but how much money do they also need to play? Because like I feel like that's a whole nother conversation. Because I feel like they have enough by now. Like if he was saving, especially for the 2 decades he's been playing, how much more money are you trying to make out of the NBA? Like you got your sponsorships, you got your deals, all of this posting on Instagram, you getting paid. Posting on TikTok, you getting paid. Like you could start a whole school coach and you'll still be like. You have more money than half of America. Like, what do you mean you still need to make money to like feed the family? Like the NBA money, even though it's a huge cut, it's not really cutting back on your lifestyle if you did what you had to do over the years. Like you set yourself up for success.
I hear you. I get what you're saying. But personally, me, I just feel like, you feel me? Obviously, I know he got something else planned after the league. You know, but it's just like at the same time, let's say, like you said, if he does want to open up a school, look what they did to Kanye. Like, Donda Academy players, like, their games is not being promoted on TV no more, bro. Just because of what he said.
But look at LeBron.
Like, college kids are pulling out. I mean, I said college. The kids that go there that play basketball are pulling out, going to other schools. You feel me?
Let's think of Kanye basketball team and Kyrie.
But what I'm saying is,
but you really think about, like, no matter what, like every basketball person you speak to, they never just stick to one just basketball camp. Like, yeah, y'all boys was playing for AAU in the like summertime or whatever, but in the wintertime, y'all was playing for like a local little gym thing. Y'all was doing. People don't stay for one thing. Like, but I'm sorry, like Kyrie's name is gonna hold weight regardless if the NBA or nothing shun him. Like, people still gonna want their kids to train at his academy. People still gonna work with him. Just because these one group of people don't want to work with him, don't mean they're not gonna be people out there. Like, yeah, people gonna be shy to donate their money at first, but once they see like the success of it, because come on, it's Kyrie, like he already have all of this going. There's gonna be people who agree with him. He's gonna start small and eventually he's gonna expand and grow, and people gonna forget about it. Like it always blows away eventually, whether it be 5-10 years, it's gonna be old news. People gonna be worried about the next person who's saying something anti somebody. It's really anti somebody though at this point. Like, and if it ain't the anti Jews, it's the anti Muslims. If it ain't the Muslims, it's the black people. If it ain't the black people, if it's women. If it ain't woman, it's like what? It's like anti like everything. At this point, we're just all fighting each other and creating new isms.
You know, like I said, man, we all want peace. You know, I just wish that there was just more open dialogue and conversations and discussions before like coming and attacking somebody. Like, you know, just hear where they coming from. Like, sit down. Like, see what they talking about. You feel me? And like you said, the puppet thing. Like, Kyrie, he been calling the media puppets for like almost 2-3 years now. You feel me? Like, he been saying like, yo, y'all puppets. You know, like he said like, I know who I am. I know what I'm talking about. Like, you feel me? And like, y'all puppets and whatever. And I was like, yo.
Like
I don't blame him for saying that.
Dressing them, telling them how to speak, prepping them for the red carpet, like all that. Like, it's a world you're going, like, it's not a reality. Like, even for like actors and everything, like it's all a character. It's like a whole that y'all playing. You can't really ever be authentically you.
And that's what that leads to my next question.
It's a facade.
How y'all feel about when people get into the industry, like whether it's acting, sports, fashion, like how y'all feel, music? Like, how y'all feel when they get their foot into the industry? Like, do you feel like they're still themselves? And like you said, do they have to limit themselves or shelter themselves from doing certain things?
I mean, you probably can't be the same person in the industry because it's like you have to grow. You have to be around people that already grew and already on like a a higher level that you probably look up to. Yeah. So of course you're probably gonna carry yourself a little different. Like, you know, you're not going to probably speak the same. You're probably not going to talk the same. Plus, I just said that, my bad. But you're probably not going to, like, just act the same. Like, you're going to try to carry yourself at a higher level. Like, maybe get your hair done. You might want to get your body done next. Sexier. Like, you know what I mean? You just might be different. Like, as a female. As a guy, you might try to wear more jewelry. I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I just feel like it's more of an image you have to uphold, you do. When you're in the industry. So, I doubt you'd be the same.
No, I feel like when you step into the industry, if you know that's what you want to go into, you need to know that's a whole nother world you're going into. It ain't no regular like this is the game of life, but this is the game of like fame.
It's like
that's
a real Monopoly game.
Like you really like people really put up facades. They will shun you. Like you will be canceled, dismissed in a heartbeat. Like if this the world you want to go into, you gotta go in with thick skin too, because it's like we gonna judge you. Like, and I always say, I can never be famous because I will sit and I'm sorry, I will argue with every single person in the comment. I don't give a fuck. I'm so serious. I will tell you to suck my dick. Like I don't. I will argue. I don't care because I know me.
No fucking
I'm entertaining you because at the end of the day, no, for me, I'm sorry. At the end of the day, I feel like I'm a regular.
You're regular.
No, these celebrities famous. They're not. No, they're not.
Yes, they're regular people.
They're
too,
regular people.
But you're doing as a celebrity, you're doing way more than a regular person. So why would I dedicate my time?
They're doing what we do, but like times two. Like for example,
you in your crib, and I'm probably on a yacht.
Yeah.
If you on your crib, I'm on a yacht arguing. Yeah, right.
No, but they doing y'all doing the shit that we be doing because like okay, you act like we can't go and rent out a yacht and do the same shit that they be doing.
But I'm probably getting paid for being on this yacht for free. I'm probably on this yacht for free.
But so what, at the end of the day, okay, you getting paid for it. But at the end of the day, we still doing the same shit. Like, I'm sorry, I love reality TV. I watch it. I'm like, yo, these old bitches are just like me and my friends.
No, yeah,
like,
definitely.
we sit here, it's the same catty shit, same conversation. It ain't nothing
they are
different.
Regular, but they
the
in a
only
different
difference
world.
is
That's what makes them different.
the only difference is their world is like visualized, and I'm sorry, like it's put on TV. But I'm sorry, our lives is like that too now. Because when we post on Instagram, we be knowing the latest tea, the hood drama, everything that's going on. People the first one pictures somebody else. Tune into the live, sharing pictures. Like, come on, like y'all gonna sit there and act like, oh, you're not gonna press someone who's.
But it's just very different when you're a celebrity.
No, I'm sorry, it's not different. Like this is the world you put yourself in, so you need to know this is what's gonna come with it.
No, exactly.
Like,
that's why I said I'm not arguing with nobody because I know I'm a celebrity and I know the internet gives everybody a voice. So
better than me because my voice gonna be louder. You gonna know not to argue with me. You gonna shut up and comment these hard eyes and keep it going. Like I don't care because the thing is,
pages like all day
but that's
long.
the thing. You gotta nip it in the butt. Like I'm sorry, you don't ever see people talking about no Beyonce.
I mean, but they love her though.
Yeah, no, but there's people who hate Beyonce.
There's some Beyonce haters out there though.
But it don't be like
I don't really see it too often, but I'm sure they are though.
Like it's often, but it's not like put out there.
Like Rihanna too. Rihanna, she's
exactly.
She has haters. Yeah, but it's like, well, why would you hate her? You're like, you're really a hater. Like, you really gotta be hating.
But you gotta think about it, like people really do hate, and I'm sorry. Like once you get into that celebrity world, just know. Like the,
just even any
it's a
ounce
different
of fame
playing field. Like
that,
just like even think about like the local people who be like TikTok famous, how they be acting.
Yeah,
in
they
the
be acting
like,
funny.
Come on, like you know
I
what
that.
I mean. Like it's just like baby, you a regular person just like me, so I must like say to you what you.
Definitely. I would treat you the same as a celebrity, but I was saying I'm not arguing with no regular person.
Oh yeah.
But that's the thing. You keep saying regular person, celebrity,
regular person. I don't care.
It's called celebrity and it's called a regular civilian.
Okay, so what do you consider a celebrity? Because you know, with the rise of like
TikTok
social media, and TikTok,
everybody's
influencers. I'm arguing with you on TikTok.
I'm arguing with you on TikTok. I mean, if I have a right to, yes. If I have a right to, yes. If I feel like you're wrong.
I posted a video and I was like, oh, Americans are so entitled when they travel the country, and people started to like called me and no, it's facts. When Americans leave this country, they feel like, oh, I'm American, I'm so good. You gotta speak my English. You gotta do this. I can whatever laws I want to break, I can break it. No, you go to those that country. You gotta follow those laws. If you break it, baby, the U.S. ain't saving you, especially not my black ass.
Right. What they doing to Brittany Griner?
So
hello, like, she's Brittany Griner. Like the hell. That's crazy to me.
Free Brittany Griner, by the way.
No,
free
for real,
her.
that's
because she did not deserve that. But then you also gotta understand, we're saying she don't deserve that based on the rules of this country. Because God forbid she was in North Korea, like, and she did that, they would have killed her. Like Russia's just locking her up, but in North Korea they would have. Like you gotta remember the rules of the place you go to. That's the rules that you have to abide by. Like even that's like true. Trying to sneak like a little like. The weed pen in, like if it's not valid in Russia, it's not valid. And if you get caught with it, like probably, you have to live with those
medical. She got it medically, like her doctor.
No, but that's different. Like if it's medical, that's way different. Like that should have been dismissed. But I'm saying like they were supposed to free her. But
they're not doing that.
We're saying that she's supposed to free her based on our beliefs here in the U.S.
I mean,
like, even if it's medically thingy, what if Russia don't give a fuck if it's medically thingy?
Don't.
Like, if they don't, it is what it is, and we really can't be mad. bad like those are their laws. Because think about it, like if you go to Europe, like no, if you go to Spain, Spain you can't have weed. Like if you get caught with it, that's like a 10-year like jail sentence, and you gotta pay a fine.
I heard
no other places don't jack weed.
They smoke in Mexico.
No,
that's why I don't understand it.
But still, it's like even though they
still like their rule,
like people still break the rule and get caught. Like
and
weed
they
is okay here, but
they love harassing Americans. If you're American,
you gonna pay them. You gonna pay them, baby. I wanna go back home to the U.S. of A. I would never wanna be in a Mexico jail, baby. You gonna have to kill me before I ever go to a Mexico jail.
And that's what they know. So
I want to charge you some shit.
Like, let me download it right now.
I don't give a fuck. You could take that shit, even if it's my last here, because I would never go to jail in another country, even America jail. But like, America jail is out of line.
So imagine, they probably doing all type of shit under the sun to you. Like,
man, listen.
You don't even want to imagine it.
That's for another day, man, because I got stories to tell about traveling. But
yeah, exactly. That's what made me say that, because I heard a lot of crazy stories, like my coworkers and stuff like that, and like people that I meet and friends and whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody told me in Mexico they came home on some harassing shit, like about to really lock them up, like. And they wanted $800.
Oh.
You by yourself.
Oh.
And they came with motorcycles.
I'd have been like 800 Mexican dollars.
Dangerous and
scary.
Pesos,
like
800 pesos. Scary. Like she told me
800 pesos.
It's wild.
No, but like to connect this back, like do y'all think other countries go so hard for like anti-Jew, anti-black, anti-thing, hate? Like I feel like it's such like an American
is mad prejudice.
Where like no, but like think about it, like what's going on with like #Free Palestine or #Free Israel. Like you got the Jews and the Muslims like fighting out there. Do you think for them it's just Jews and Muslims, or like is race playing a factor in there too? It's like colorism a thing for them, like sexism. No, but do we feel like colorism, sexism, and like all this media puppet shit is like happening with them too? Because like we see on the American media of what they get, but they get like their media. What is it like? Every country has its own media. Like think about China. China controls every single fucking thing
the
that
government
people
controls
see.
everything. That's
like.
Think
about like, but we all like, the government controls everything that China do. Like the United States don't do. We is not like free. Like they control what we see. Like whatever's the newest, latest story, and also state by state, we don't get the same local news. The same local stuff is not happening. Sometimes they'll tell us stuff that's happening other like local news, but it's like. Are the conversations the same? Like, why is it so big here for us and the rest? Because, like I said, the rest of the world probably love Kyrie. He could move to fucking Europe and go play ball internationally.
I'll let you go.
No, go ahead.
I would say, like, in a way, yes. Like, the powerful, like, countries, I feel like they do have discussions about it. Because, like, for example, like in the United Kingdom, they got the parliament. They have their discussions about certain issues that go on in their country. Right. What's another powerful country? France.
No, but what I'm saying is, are their issues the same thing as our issues?
It probably is.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like we the pettiest like country, like almost like I feel like we take certain things serious.
Like the littlest thing.
Yeah, I feel like they don't even probably take their Instagrams that serious out there.
No, look at the UK girlies. They what? I mean,
I'm telling you, in other countries, we think these other
girls, the London girls, the
You're
UK people, and the US, they be talking about how they face colorism and stuff like that.
They do.
But like those are the bit I'm talking about, like. Countries that where we're from and like Africa, like Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. No, but it's growing. No, I'm sorry, it's growing out there. They have their shop. They do lashes, nails, braids, and everything.
They don't care about like the controversy stuff.
No,
but
like the controversy, but it's like their media. No, but their media is still the same. And I'm sorry, they be paying attention to American media. They can name the rappers, the basketball players. They can know what's going on. But it's like, how do they have? But it's like, how do they get the access to our media when they have like their own media?
Ivory Coast.
I'm with Ivory Coast.
Like they really like in tune with what we're in tune with.
When you go to it's lit. But that's a fact. All right. Last question. Obviously we lost a good one, a good Migo takeoff. RP takeoff.
Man.
I would say, the Migos got me through my college journey. I
don't
know about y'all, but they got me through my college. Middle school. Not even high school for me.
High school, like high school, like junior year, going into college.
I'm younger than y'all, so for me it's like freshman year.
How old are you?
23.
Oh, because you keep saying, I'm like, because I heard you say early elementary. I'm not listening.
I didn't say elementary. I said middle school.
You said so early. You said elementary about
No, yeah.
Kyrie, something like that.
Yeah, because.
But yeah.
But yeah, we lost a good one, man.
Yeah, that hurts.
I wanted to know
Like,
how y'all
It's
feel.
straight memories.
Yeah,
like,
just
certain
parties,
songs make
like,
you feel
yo,
like, yes, the house parties in college.
Yo,
What?
It was a
Fight
time.
night.
Bad
Everybody like,
and bougie. My bitch was bad and bougie.
And feel me, and yo, what? Everybody was like,
savage, ruthless.
in this club
With you,
girl. I know I came in with these diamonds on my chain. Yo. Let me stop.
That was really
that was that fire.
Yeah, that was
Versace,
crazy,
Versace, like,
Good time. Yeah.
Like,
I wanted to ask though, how y'all feel about like people that just mind their business, you know, that don't really be in the mix like that, and just get hit like by a bullet, like that's like
that
an innocent
hurts.
bystander.
No,
like how y'all
just
feel
like
about that?
P&B, I'm not over P&B yet. And then Takeoff goes. I'm like, damn, can I
Yeah.
heal? Like with
No,
P&B, you don't
lately
really
a
see
lot of
anything.
celebrities been dropping, and it's just like, yo, what the
It's
fuck?
very overwhelming.
Yeah.
And
Because
this is
the
what I
internet
mean.
becomes overwhelming too, because like everybody's so style on the
And
internet.
no, but it's the access. Like, we shouldn't even be able to see like
the
pictures of
funeral.
dead bodies.
Yeah, I didn't even
and
like that
funerals.
stuff.
Yo,
Like,
you
I
seen the
didn't
video
like
of him
that.
on the floor, right?
I didn't really pay no mind to any of it. Even P&B. I kept scrolling. 'Cause I don't,
Yeah.
genuinely, I don't like
bro,
looking at things like that
Bro,
anyway.
I learned I was
I didn't look at it.
desensitized. No, I learned I was desensitized to shit like that. Like one day I was on my way to work. I work on 25th, right? At Madison. I got off the train and I really seen like somebody get boomed and the body drop. All I did was I turned around and I went back into a train station, gave it like 10 minutes, walked out, and I went to work and I continued my day like it was nothing. And I
Damn.
realized it's because I've seen so many dead bodies on the medias or like bodies drop, whether it be police brutality or like celebrities dying. And it's just like, it's not fair. Like I should not
Nah,
be
that's
just like, yo,
ridiculous.
it's just like
It's like
nothing.
normal, it's like
when
regular.
I seen,
You numb shit.
Even when I seen Takeoff's body, like I watched the video, like
I didn't
no
watch that.
emotion,
Yeah.
no emotion invokes out of me.
can't
Like I
watch
just
it
be
like
watching
that.
it. I don't be feeling sad. I just be like, damn, another
That
one.
shit hurt
No.
my soul.
And that's
Like, I
what really
can't.
be like the fucked up part for me, because I just be like, damn, another one, another one. Because it's like you see the local niggas is dropping and dying, then you see like these new little drill rappers, they over here dropping bodies left and right. Then you got these big name celebrities dying. You're just like, yo, everybody's
That
just
is very
dying.
overwhelming.
Whether
I
it be
would
the
say that.
cops,
Yeah.
whether it be just like an innocent bystander, like, and that's really be the fucked up part. Like it wasn't even coming for you, but they're right. A bullet don't have no
name, it don't.
Like it's no.
It
You can
doesn't.
shoot up in the air and not plan to hit nobody, and that shit's still gonna come down, because it's always gonna come down,
Yeah.
and it's gonna hit someone that it wasn't meant to hit, and that be the fucked up part. Like
Yeah.
I just be thinking like, damn, you couldn't have shot them in the
I
arm,
think that shit is
or
whack.
the leg, like something to help them like live, or
Yeah.
like
That shit is whack.
you
Like,
really
I can't believe
like the
like,
head, like, and the thing is, Takeoff was so unproblematic.
Innocent, and he's
We
so
never heard
innocent.
nothing about
He don't
him.
even make the blogs. Like that. The
nothing.
Quavo and Offset is the one
No,
that's
but
like.
even if he was in the
Mixy,
blogs, it was
they
for
did
good
everything.
shit. It was for fashion,
I've
for
never
rapping,
even seen
like,
him in the blog on no crazy shit. Like
nothing
you
with
said,
no
it's always like
bitches,
something
no
like
baby
shade.
mamas, none of that.
You know, it's always like style with him. It was never no like violent or drama or controversy. None of that bullshit. Like he was very unproblematic. He was an easygoing guy, as we could see, like from what we saw. Like,
and it's crazy because, like, for me, I'm trying to find out how I even find. All right, so I'm waking up.
yo,
I'm about to head to work.
It was 5 in the morning. Me too. 5 in the
bro.
morning, bro.
I wake up.
overnight.
I didn't even
5 in
check
the
my phone. I
morning.
took a shower. I'm getting dressed. Like, you feel me? I'm on my phone. I'm checking the group chat. Somebody said, "Nah, Takeoff." I'm like, what? I go on Twitter. I'm looking. I'm like, nah, what? Yo, like, and I'm like, nah, like he's gone. Like, and you know what's crazy? Like that happened, and I reminisce back to the time when Pop Smoke got smoked. Like,
Me too, cause I saw
I
him
woke
at 5
up,
in the morning
I'm
too.
going to work.
Cause I always
And it's
like,
like,
Like, yo, I'm texting me and my mans, like,
he at the same time.
yo, like,
he at the same
word
time
to-
every night, bro.
Word
Like
to me and my
5:30 in the morning.
mans, like me and my mans, like whenever we go on to like gamble on the game, like whenever we hit on a ticket or something,
Y'all
we
be
playing Pop Smoke, like you feel me, like yeah, like you feel me. So for me to wake up, take a shower, I'm going to work. Like I'm texting my mans, like I'm like, yo, he's
No
like, yo,
way.
we lost our boy. I'm like, what? I'm looking, I'm like, nah, not Pop. And that's just the same way
Takeoff.
No.
It was like a TSR like picture.
Yes.
I'm like,
no,
no.
I just saw TSR. Me, I seen it. You know how usually when you hear like a celebrity that you be like, nah, I'm not gonna believe it. Not, like for PNB, Nipsey.
I seen PNB's little
all
thing.
of that. I was like, no,
scrolling.
I don't believe it. But when I seen Takeoff, I said the way these are like this is true. Like it was an unknown like news page that I saw posted. Like it was on Instagram. Like I'm like, no. And I'm seeing everybody starting to post it. I'm like, it's true.
I put my phone down. I'm like, nah,
the whole day, I'm
much.
like, nah, it's true. And that was the sad reality.
And I thought about
like, yo,
Pop
it's true. And then no, but I couldn't help but think it's like, who would shoot him though? Like, what beef could he?
You know the story, right?
No, I know the story. But that's what really blows my mind because it's like.
Like he's over in the back chilling, they nice
but this
over
is what
there.
I really hate about rich people. You know you rich. You know what you come with. You're gonna go. But you're gonna go and gamble with these local hood niggas. These are hood getting money niggas.
But the thing is though, they shot a video
Mm-hmm.
for I forgot for what song from their album and from their tape, right? They linked up with Jay Prince Jr. Like mob ties in Houston. Obviously, they go with mob ties. You feel me? Like they
so they felt safe.
You feel me? They got like they checked in. I don't know if they checked in or whatever, but apparently they good over there regardless. You feel me? Obviously, they was at some spot and whatever. You know, certain people left. Like I seen a post from No Cap. I'm fucking with this rapper right now called Finesse 2 Times. He's from Houston. He's fucking with mob ties. Like he was like, yo, like I was just with you, but I knew the feeling not to go to the spot or whatever. You feel me? It'd be like that, but certain people.
Niggas, but you know, as a local hood nigga who who be shooting dice and playing with, you know how heated them shits could get, and y'all playing with little money, like y'all playing for like a band, 2 bands.
That's the problem.
They playing for millions, be for real. You know niggas in there is strapped, like
yo,
how much money do you need to make? No, but you be having the only time between the rappers and stuff. No, but you there trying to show off, like yeah, I get money, like okay, even if I lose this, I'ma make it back. Like you over there trying to shit, like I'm sorry, once you become like a celebrity, like you say, you're not gonna argue.
You gotta limit your access.
You're not supposed to be playing that. If you're playing that, you're playing it with your close friends only. Like,
bro, that's the same. Bro, that's the same way though.
Just because he go with Mount just because you cool with Mount that's not your bros. No, but that's not. That wasn't bros. You was there, just y'all two, and then like y'all security and like a little. That's not really your friends. If you really gonna be playing that, play with those people who you be with on the daily.
But they cool. They cool with. It was cool with Jay Prince. Probably would not some of the Jay Prince people, like they know some of their people, but you know.
With those niggas, like be for real, like this is Houston. You're not even from like they saying you safe, but you're not really safe in no hood you go to just because niggas say you safe. Because who the fuck are you? Like I come to the hood and they be like, they so and so said I'm safe. Well, I'm a boom at you because who the fuck are you? Or they said you safe. Now tell them to come get because like what the fuck? Especially you got all that money. Like be for real. Like it only went south because he started arguing, and you got to think me and you argue, but she could get hit like in the crossfire. Like niggas not gonna give a fuck. That shit just gonna go like y'all be putting yourself in certain predicaments. Talking about yo, this the lifestyle. No, this what I mean by when you become a celebrity, you gotta enter the celebrity world. If you playing a dice game like that, everybody needs to be getting checked at the door, and every single strap is getting taken. Like that's how we gotta play. That's how we gotta move. Cause I'm a somebody. Like I'm a. You see how like the mobster niggas who be doing like everybody gonna get checked before like you walk into like everybody like you gonna have one solid nigga who's gonna be able to check like yo like this my like I'm gonna be safe. In order for you to check in and really be safe, you need to be able to walk into a room and nobody needs to be strapped up. Like I'm sorry, that's a fact. You knew what you was walking into, especially being a hood. Like they fake hood niggas because they came from money. I'm sorry, but like
if you go that left.
No, but I'm sorry. I've seen local hood niggas play and start getting it for fucking $100. You really think
that's a fact?
Like
right.
you Migos niggas got millions on you. You think I'm not gonna boom at you and take your money and go? You really think
that's not how it went though? He didn't boom because of the dice game. It was an argument. He got accidentally shot.
Exactly, but that's my point. Regardless,
he could have accidentally shot anywhere.
Left, no, because the two niggas is fighting over the $100, and then man's gonna be like, yo, fuck all of this boom, and not anybody's getting boom.
He could have got shot anywhere though.
Exactly,
that's
no, but that's the point.
No,
but that's what I'm saying. They shouldn't have been
playing the dice game. It was unavoidable. Like
no, but the thing is,
that's what they call death. Like death. Like you can't like whatever gonna happen. Like I lost a close friend. The way that shit happened, it was supposed to happen. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was like,
you can't control it. You can't control it.
I know, but it's just, you just be thinking, like, damn, if I just was not there. Like, sometimes, like, I remember back then, like, we was, like, kids going to these cookouts, and people were getting shot at.
People dying left and right.
I'm like, yo, I'm really happy my parents said no, I couldn't go. Like, I'm really happy. Like, I wasn't there. Like, sometimes you really have to,
that's how a lot of things were
just
for me.
say no and
like,
go
thank
home.
God she let me go.
No, but the thing is, for
I used to be mad until I found the bad news out.
I'll keep it a buck. Like, I went to cookouts, but I went home early type shit. You feel me?
I knew I had a curfew. I needed to be in the crib.
I was being sometimes I had to run back home. I had to run back home a couple times.
No,
like, you feel me? As long as if I was like when I was younger,
nothing happened that day. But the days that I wasn't there, it's like something bad happened. And that's what I mean. Like people don't know when it's time to say, okay, I've had a good time. Let me just go home. Next spot. No, bitch, I'm going home.
Take your ass home.
Like 5 minutes.
And that's what I'm saying.
When you don't go home.
Like,
that's why I say.
And go home. Like, just know when it's time to go home.
No,
you don't need to be every single after spot location. You don't need to go out every single weekend.
And that's the thing I'm saying.
Be having real beef out here in these streets, and you want to be.
And you never know what's going to happen.
You want to be in a nigga section, drinking. Next thing you know, you going home with those niggas, and they getting boomed. And bitch, you die because you want to be like, oh yeah, let's go to the after spot. No, bitch, I'm going home.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And that's the thing too. Like, you feel me? Like you said, you gotta limit your access. Like people got you gotta the people that you with just limit your access.
Celebrity, you need to start limiting yourself.
It's real because listen. I'll tell you.
People be hanging out with your other friends lead to bullshit. Yo, some friends be into other bullshit.
I'll tell you this.
I'm sorry, me. Like
I'll tell you this. Like I remember, I'll keep it a buck. Like 2012. I would say 2012, not even 2011, 2012. Like that's when I was outside. Like you feel me? I'm outside. Like going to the cookouts, going to the parties, all that. You feel me?
We was young. We have experienced that. No, I'm sorry.
Yo, I'm in high school. Like my last year of high school. You feel me?
Some shit.
Yeah, yo.
As high school, we 14, 15, seen niggas getting dropped. Like police officers slamming niggas dying.
Crazy.
Talking about niggas got stabbed in a party.
I remember the shot in New York. Low key. I got some shit to tell. Like
I remember
this like
for real. Every day.
That's why I be
think I was what?
Nah.
My last year of high school, first year of college, cause I went to BMCC, so every day after class, I'm going to the block to chill. I'm chilling on the block. Feel me? And it'll be a block beefing with another block, and we in the middle of it. Like you feel me? Like it's crazy and it's wild. Like after a while,
like I'm sorry, y'all beef. I think that should make no sense. Over these
after a while, I learned my lesson. Like I just learned myself. Like anybody that know me, like you can ask them. Like they be like, "Yo, Booba know how to move." Like you feel me? I be so private and so like I be
fight. Those experiences.
Yo, it's crazy.
That happened to me. Like so after a while, I'm just like, I'm not coming around all the time.
No, you ever had that one friend who just like every single time they go, it's just like they have
it's some drama. Like I'm sorry.
I don't like
arguing on Facebook.
No. I'm sorry.
Why you still on Facebook?
Too old for this. Like please don't come and try to hit me. Like
everything costs too much money now. Like my nails, my lashes, my hair.
I feel like
you're going crazy.
For us to fight, it needs to be something very, very serious.
Like personal, like
really mad.
Because we cannot just be out here fighting over some he said, she said, oh, you don't like me, I don't like you.
That's how we used to go. Like growing up, everything I got into was because of somebody else. Nobody never not liked me.
It was never my beef.
Nobody never not liked me.
It be like that.
Nobody never
fuck with somebody hard. When you love somebody hard, it's just like, yo, like...
Or when you always somewhere, like she was saying earlier. Sometimes I used to go to fights like a dummy. Now the bitch with a pop on you. Now you gotta see the fight. Now you fighting with the girl. And whenever you see her, y'all fighting. You know, that's how things go.
And y'all beef only because your friend and her friend had beef and like...
And it just went on and on. You getting locked up. Your mom going with you to court dates and shit. She disappointed. Like, I never saw this before.
No, that's the one
African kids don't do this. African people don't do this. Like, they just be so disgusting, but it be like this is the environment that we was in. Like,
yo, we grew up in this. You feel me? Back home, it's all fun and dandy. But over here,
they be going crazy.
They were fighting back home. They always try to be like, oh, we different. This and
no. But you want
to.
But you want to know what's the difference between here and in Africa?
No jail.
And Africa, even that, like, you feel me? Like, Nah, there's people that go to jail, but
still, Africa jail is not that
you gotta
serious.
go crazy too.
In Africa, if there's a fight that's going on, I promise you, like your parent and the neighbor, whoever you fought, they're gonna come together. Y'all gonna speak right there. Like parents gonna get involved. You feel me? Like the elders is gonna get involved. It's not gonna escalate to something crazy. Over here, your parents is in the crib. Your parents don't know them like that. You feel me?
No,
like, they don't know who you getting into outside. Like,
no, it's our parents' fault because they put us in this neighborhood environment. Like, it's
but,
not.
Bro,
it's not. No, but listen, they didn't know. No, they didn't actually know. But listen, they didn't even know.
Go ahead.
No, like I get it. They didn't know, but that's also. They didn't know, so they didn't understand what we had to do. Like I grew up in the project. Like I had to like fight all the time. Like after the pool, like
she's like, why you fighting? What's your problem?
I'm African. Like, but they're picking on me for being African. Like I'm from, but you didn't. Like they didn't realize it was the environment that we was in. I wasn't fighting because I wanted to fight. I was fighting because I had to fight. Like it was like it wasn't a choice.
No, we African.
No, but the thing was they never understood. Like
it's still not right now,
and I had to like no.
No, but it's not even that.
You put me here and don't understand that like. It's not like that. Like, first of all,
how
to get an apartment, a job,
that you went to Africa and America. How is that gonna? You came at 25. That's on you.
And when you came here, I'm sorry, the rent was like $500.
You ain't nowhere. I'm sorry, mama. Like,
no, but y'all don't even look at it. Like at our ages, our parents had like 3 kids by now.
My mother had me already.
My mom had me and my little sister.
What?
I'm 27. Like, she had me already. She was with my father in her own crib. Like, she probably was cooking dinner right now. Like,
I can't even figure out what to cook for myself on a day-to-day basis.
Imagine a man.
Kids. No, fuck the man. The kids, they gotta eat. I don't give a fuck my man. The kids, you can't give them chips and cereal.
Nah, that's like, a fact. That's a fact.
I like cooking though, so I'm gonna have fun with my kids. I like to cook.
But think about it. If you get a really picky eater for a kid, like your kids still gotta eat. You cook something.
I just want French fries.
No, they don't like. I just
want
want
wings,
I feel
ketchup.
like since you like to cook, God gonna test you and give you that one kid who don't like to eat. You gonna be like, baby, just eat this carrot.
Making mad stuff. Like you know.
Like,
yo, nah, that's
you probably
facts,
gonna give up like here, have this candy, like something.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But our time has come, unfortunately.
Yes, this was a great conversation.
We had a great conversation.
This was a good.
I loved having y'all here.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Yes.
Introduce yourselves again.
Yes, so all right, see y'all later. It's Fanta.
Follow her cooking page, y'all.
She at Rose Kitchen.
Yo, I'm telling you, one bite.
Yeah, hello.
Shaba, go ahead.
Give me best. So what she said? What her name is? Damn, what the fuck is her name?
Lola Brooke.
Lola Brooke.
Yeah.
I just want to roughneck. Oh my God.
Go ahead.
Her voice is just, But anyways, my name is Shaba. Shaba's Thoughts. Shaba's Eats. Check us out, the podcast. We got 2 episodes out so far.
Yes.
Self-love is bullshit, and our female friendships intense.
Yes. Follow that. Make sure y'all tune in with them, their pages. You get what I'm saying? Me is Boo Boo Wadi, as y'all know, man.
Yes.
Follow Wadi Nation. Got something else coming soon. I ain't gonna say it right now, but it's coming soon. And follow Voice of the Era podcast. Tune in, y'all.
Voice of the Era.